Good morning, everybody. Just on my way to work. Thought I'd do a live to do a bit of quick check-in to see how everybody's going, how everybody slept, how everybody's start of the week's going so far. I hope you all have a good Tuesday. I hope you all had a beautiful sleep. Let's talk a little bit about self-confidence until people jump on. So I struggle a lot with self-confidence, and I know a lot of people wouldn't think that. But if you knew who I was about 3-4 years ago, I'm a completely different man to who I am today. In terms of self-confidence, understanding who I am, and finally finding myself. I was that shy man, shy little boy, shy kid growing up. Through my teenage, up until, being an adult. I was an introvert, still am. Good morning, how's everybody? How's everybody's morning? Where's everybody from? Good morning, welcome everybody. Where is everybody from? I'm good, thank you, just on my way to work. If nobody has subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. I'm building a movement for men and other fathers. I'll be doing podcasts soon. I want to create a safe space for other men and other fathers to be able to communicate, to be able to talk, to be able to share their story, their struggles, their pain, their hurt that they might be going through. Colombia, beautiful, love it. Grimsby, awesome, fantastic. So if you all think that, this is a channel that you would like to follow, a podcast you'd like to watch, a podcast you could even jump on and do an episode to share your story, like, follow, subscribe, share absolutely everything you can. Let's build this community. Let's get this movement happening. Let's spread that awareness to other men and other fathers. What's everybody's plans for the day? Bentley Barrett. I am driving a work ute. On my way to work. Yeah, right, Kirkland. What do you have? Where are you from, Kirkland? Where are you from, Kirkland? How's everybody's morning going? Marksman, Glocks, got it all, eh? Look at you go. Alright, everybody. I want some advice. I want your opinion. What is something you all do when you're feeling down, when you have self-doubt, when you're stuck in your head, and you just keep having those negative thoughts? How do you pull yourself out? What do you do? You're from LA? That's awesome. Just breathe. Yeah, thanks, mate. No, I'm talking in general just about, everyday struggles with self-doubt, negative thoughts, questioning yourself, questioning the day, struggling as a man, as a father. What technique, what do you do to pull yourself out of that moment? Anyone do breathing techniques? You just... Good morning, everybody. How's everybody's morning so far? What is all up to? What's your plans for today? Just wanted to do a live on the way to work to do a quick check-in on everyone, check-in on myself, see how everybody is. I hope you're all doing well. Just keep pushing, keep standing tall, keep staying positive. What does everybody do for work? Good morning, hello. Hey, no, I'm not Ellie. Actually, I'm Seychelles. So, my mother was born in Seychelles. I'm Australian, but my mum's from Seychelles. My father's side is Lithuanian. What about yourself? Thank you for jumping on. Oh, I love that. 100% walking and just getting out in nature. The other day, actually, I haven't done it in so long, but I was a little bit, frustrated, a little bit angry, and I just kicked off my thongs and just walked out into the backyard and just grounded myself. I just, bare feet on the wet grass. It just rained a little bit, a little bit earlier. And just that in itself was fucking fantastic. Just the energy you draw from the ground, the sensation you have on your feet, the feeling of being real and being connected to the earth and being one. Yeah, that was lovely, really good. I've got a built real pressure release breathing technique that I've created. I've been doing it now for going on 2-3 months. But what it is what am I having doubt about? In all honesty, growing up as a man and as a father, I became a father when I was 16. So I had to become a man quite quick. I'm now 33 and I have 6 kids, so there's a lot of self-doubt in the sense of the man that I was becoming, the father that I was becoming. But in saying that, over the last 3-4 years, I've done a lot of self-healing, done a lot of self-growth, a lot of self-discovery. And a lot of that self-doubt has gone. But I won't lie, it's still there and it still does creep up. But that's why I want to build this and start this podcast and do one-on-one conversations with other men, just to share each other's stories, be vulnerable, create that safe space so we can talk to each other. I think that's, one of the biggest things amongst men is the fact that, we hold our emotions in and we don't like to talk. Brother, I appreciate your honesty, your vulnerability, and sharing. Mate, it's when we're faced with those certain feelings, it really does put a damper on our day and who we are. But just know, dude, that, from my understanding and what I've realized is there is no real true definition to a man. You know what I mean? Like, when I was growing up, I was always told, being a man's about being tough, being strong. Men don't cry, men don't do this. Like, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's bullshit. Because I done that. I held all my emotions in. I tried to be the manly man. And that failed. That broke. I broke on the inside. And I broke around my kids. So to me, the real definition of being a man is having respect, having morals, treating others the way you want to be treated, being a protector, being a provider, making sure you care about the ones that you love. And I think that's the biggest thing. So Russell, just know, buddy, you're not alone. You're doing amazing. You have the strength and the determination to get through absolutely everything. You just take a moment and look at what you've been through so far. The fact you're still standing, you're still pushing. To me, that's strength of a man. So you're doing fucking beautiful, bro. Keep it up. That's it, mate. That's what I mean. Like, I grew up in a neighborhood where there was a lot of violence. Men were tough. There was big egos. There was a lot of alpha males. And when you're a shy young man, little boy, and you've seen some fucked up shit from other men, you're sort of put on this persona on the outside that you're this tough, hard rock. and then you sort of get lost in who you truly are. And that's the sad thing, because you know, you become this tough, strong man. You want to be feared. You want people to fear you. You want to get the respect. You know, you want your respect given to you by your reputation and who you are and your personality. But in all honesty, it's fucking shit. You know, like, I've realized now that who I am today, me as a man, as a father, as a carer, as a lover, sharing positivity, being vulnerable, what so-called other men call weak, that's who I am and that's me. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of that. I don't need to be that tough man. I don't need to be that strong man. But I tell you what, I'm a protector. And if you fuck with me, my family, or my kids, that's when the real man will come out, or that fucking scary man will come out. But that only comes out when it needs to. And that's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's one of, you know, if you talk about violence and violence in men and all that sort of shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's another thing. You know, I can be violent, but I use my violence in the right way. I don't use it to bully, to pick on people or anything like that. I'll use my violence to protect, to serve, to, you know, be there for the community and be there for others. And yeah, it's my little rant. Good morning, everybody. I hope your morning's so good so far. Where is everybody from? Everybody that's just jumped on, where are you all from? Welcome. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Just a man from Australia with 6 kids, 2 stepchildren, trying to share my story, spread awareness for other men and other fathers. Mate, that's exactly right. And that's that biggest thing, isn't it? Like I said, you know, like, I'll ask every single one of you, what is your definition of a man? Like, growing up, what does it mean for you to be a man? I'd really like to know. I'd be interested to know, because like I said, me growing up, what my definitions were, I was completely wrong to what they are now and how I feel and the man that I am. Oh yeah, mad. Thank you for jumping on, brother. Appreciate it. Wait, I tell you what, I have been using those alarms and it is working great. Thank you. So I put up a video a little while ago about ADHD and taking medication and missing it and stuff like that. And yeah, I've got some awesome advice and I'm actually using it right now, and it's working wonders. So thank you very much. How's your morning going? Off to work? Do I support trans guys? Mate, you are who you are, each to their own. Love and respect to everybody. As long as you're respectful, that's all that matters to me. As long as you're respectful to myself, the ones I care about, and you're happy, you go live your life how you want to live it. That's up to you. So is there anybody on here that would jump on a podcast and do an episode that would like to share their story? If they've got anything they'd like to share, whether it is, you know, from struggles to mental health to fatherhood, anything in general, work, everyday life, I'd love to have you on. get this happening. Hey, alright. Sounds like you're grinding today. Good stuff, man. What's your Arvo shift? And what for your social media, like just doing some advertising and stuff like that? Way to go. You think I'm awesome? Thank you very much, Sonny. I think you're just as awesome. Everybody that's just jumped on, good morning. I hope you all have a beautiful day or night, wherever you are. How is everybody? Look, man, in all honesty, just be you. And if no one can accept you for who you are, do you really want them in your circle? Because at the end of the day, it's not about the outside, it's about what's on the inside. Who you are as a person, your soul, the way you connect with others. It doesn't matter, you know, your hobbies, what you love, what your interests are. If you get a little bit kinky with men or whatever the fuck you want to do, you know what I mean? Like, it's your life. You be happy. Don't live your life for no one else. You know, that's the other thing I've realized is that, you know, this is your story. You write it how you want to fucking write it. This story ends how you want it to end. Every chapter that's getting written is written by the way that you need to, the way that you want to write it. You know, that's the biggest thing. And don't compare your book to someone else's book. You know, a lot of the times we tend to compare ourselves to other people and where they're at. You know, they might be writing the same book, you know, on the same book of self-discovery and self-healing and self-growth, but they might be on chapter 10 and you're on chapter 2, and that's okay. Because you want to get to chapter 10. Because at the end of the day, this is your story. You hold the pen in your hand. You have all the blank pages. You start writing it. So you write your story the way you want it to be. You be happy. Because that's all that matters. Don't live your life for other people. Oh, awesome stuff, man. Well, I hope that all goes to plan. I hope everything works out for you. You don't swear, or I apologise for swearing. I'm on smoking. Gangster. Where's everybody from? What's the time where you all are? You're not you, Gold Coast. I know where you are. Alright, Russell, I'll tell you what, mate. That means more to me than you could imagine. The fact that you've stayed, you've communicated, it's absolutely beautiful. Every single one of you for jumping on, listening. You know, at the end of the day, the only reason why I do this and I want to do this is for other men and other fathers, and yeah, again, just to create that safe space. So thank you all very much. Charlie, definitely not, my man, definitely not. I am on life. I am on my way to work, and I'm on my way to grind. I'm a quality manager. So I've been in the precast concrete industry for 17 years this year, actually. So when I found out I was going to be a father at the age of 16, I quit school and got a precast job as a labourer, just cutting mesh, sweeping floors. And yeah, over the years I just basically had no choice but to make a career of it. You know, like I said, I left school, I had no certificates, I had no trades. It was time, you know, I basically woke up and I had to be a man and a father. So started precasting and yeah, just built my career. I've done everything from team leader, supervisor, production manager, now quality manager, just building the quality. So yeah, sounds like the American dream. You drive that shit? Yeah, buddy. So again, everybody, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'd love for you to be a part of this movement, a part of this channel. I want your input on the content. I want your comments. I want your answers. It gives me motivation. It gives me drive. It gives me other topics to talk about. So please share, subscribe. This isn't just my channel, it's your channel, it's our channel. This is our safety channel. This is for all us men, fathers. You wait till we start doing these podcasts. Woo! Conversations no one hears. We'll be talking about the topics that men don't like to talk about. All the things we like to keep on the inside and we don't like to share. We'll be sharing, we'll be getting it out on the table, we'll be releasing that pressure valve. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it very much, and I strive to be the very best man and father I can possibly be. I have 6 beautiful kids, 2 amazing stepchildren that look up to me, that I need to lead for. See, that means a lot. Hey, Russell, I love that, man. That's such a good idea. I hope... How's that all tracking for you? Like, what's your progress? What's your plans? I think that's beautiful, man. I wish you all the best. I think that's fantastic. Yes, Russ. Mate, I had my first when I was 16, and I'll tell you what, when you're a little boy, when you're a baby having a baby, it's definitely a slap in the face. The realization when you first look at your baby girl in the eyes, and you're like, it's hard to explain. But yeah, I've been through a lot, but in saying that, I wouldn't change it for the world, because I am where I am today because of my past, my beautiful children, all the sacrifices that I've made. Hi from Iran. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for jumping on. I hope you have a beautiful day or night, whatever time it is there. Good boy. Good man, yes, thank you. It's all we can do, hey, is try. We can try our best, and the way I see it, it's the 1% things that make the difference. As long as we're trying our very best and we're achieving that 1% more than we were yesterday, We're becoming a better version of ourselves than yesterday. We're heading in that right direction. That's all that matters. We don't need to take so many steps. We don't need to take all these leaps and jumps. We just need to take one step at a time. One real step, one baby step. And by the end of it, all those steps add up and you've walked so many kilometers. It's absolutely lovely. Just came from the office. What do you do? Finished for the night, finished for the afternoon. I just got to work. Still got a little bit of time spare. Software engineer. Oh, cool. That's awesome. How long you been doing that for? How does that go with you with all the AI coming out now? Does that affect your job? What's everybody's thoughts on all the AI? 4 years. Yeah, nah, I could imagine. There's, I think there's a lot of jobs out there, a lot of industries that big competitor now is AI. I think that's, Good morning to everybody that's just jumped on. I hope you've all had a fantastic sleep. I hope your day ahead is amazing. I hope that anything you face today, you absolutely smash and destroy it. Ah, that's awesome, Russell. That's great. And again, I hope that all works out for you. I'm sure that you're going to do fantastic. Yeah, I actually like AI. I quite enjoy it. I think it's how you use it, in all honesty. I've got to rock all, everybody. But thank you all for jumping on. Appreciate every single one of you. I hope you all have a beautiful day or night. Stay blessed, stay positive. Remember to make it your mission to make at least one person smile. See you all later. Have a fantastic day.